Well, hello, Leo. Welcome to your reading for November. Yeah, hello. I hope you're doing amazing, Leo. It's good over this way. I got a fan on, breeze. It's a good day. It's a good day. All right, Leo. So let's see what we have for you in November. Monk Nun, selfless devotion and single minded dedication to spirit. I'm not getting anything from that yet. Map maker of destiny, authentic purpose, inspiration, free will. Mm. Keeper of the scales, fairness and balance. Yeah, I was gonna say what I feel from you, honestly, Leo, is like that let go, let God energy. You're just, it's very much like I can't control it, so let's make the best of the situation that I'm in. I can't figure out why this isn't focusing at all. Okay. But it's very much like let go, let God energy. Just it is what it is. It's like you're making the decision to be happy where you are. Not that you aren't, because I don't want to say making a decision like you're sacrificing anything. It's just like you're just good, you know. And I feel like this is the best way to be, honestly, with Keeper of the Scales, because you're keeping emotional, physical balance of things in your life, and it just feels like it just works out better that way. Okay, so we have cave protection, magnetism, attraction. Dark matter, mystery. Yeah. This is very much keeping a positive head and a positive mind, knowing that you're safe because your immediate area is safe, you know, like your home or maybe your job is really good and secure. It's like I feel safe, so I don't really have anything to worry or be angry about. I mean, not saying that you don't, you probably do, you know, we all do from time to time. But you're like, there's no point in me letting all this stuff get to me or bother me because, I mean, I'm happy. You know, things are good. It's just that you're making a decision on a higher level to like be above the fray, I guess you can say. And because of that, it's like you're attracting those good vibes by giving them out, and you're just letting the universe bring what it brings. You know, it's like taking everything a day at a time and then making the best out of what it is that you're getting. It's good energy. Faux show, Leo. Okay, let's get into your cards, okay? All right, we have the Hangman, Four of Cups, Nine of Cups, Eight of Swords, Page of Coins, Chariot. Yeah. The Fool. The first thing I see here, let me do this first. Five of Swords, Ace of Wands. There's like this weird agenda that shows up here, but the agenda is comfortability first. Comfortability first, my life first, my immediate energy first. That's your first, any decision you make, any choice you make, anytime you want to lash out or you need to weigh pros and cons, you're like, how is this going to affect my immediate circle or my happiness? in a good way though. It's like, oh, I'm gonna let this go, whatever, it's not that big of a deal. So overall energy, we have the Three of Cups and the Judgment. Yeah, this this immediately says to me everything isn't perfect around you. This is not saying that your everything is just perfect and life is grandiose and all that kind of thing. It's just that you're making different decisions, picking up different energy, and taking like reacting differently to things. That's all that it is. It's like you're ignoring the bad stuff or the hard stuff because what's the purpose of harping on it? Okay, so major arcana, of course, the Judgment, the Hangman, the Fool, and the Chariot. Wow, in all sections. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's a fear of being trapped in your own mind about a certain situation. So let's say work isn't the best place, or maybe you have a love relationship that's not the best. There's a feeling of like, I don't want to be trapped in that energy. I don't want this to be my storyline. I don't want this to be the only thing that I think about or that I focus on, because how useful is that? It's not useful at all. You know, that's what I'm seeing. It's like, what's the point of me putting all that energy into something that I can't change or that's really not a big deal? It just bothers me, If that makes sense. So it's like you're seeing the beauty in life and the beauty of the things that are around you and the things that do make you happy, the people that make you happy, the friend group that you have, your immediate family, things like that. And that's enough to feel secure. That's enough to feel happy. That you have a job, that you have finances, that you're secure, that you're not living on the street, that you're not homeless, all those things. You're just like in the bigger scheme of things, the bigger picture, that life is pretty good. It can always be better. Of course, there are going to be people and situations I don't like or that interrupt that positive wavelength every once in a while. But other than that, things are fantastic. That's the kind of energy that you're coming into in November. So yeah, I feel like with the Eight of Swords, this is just like realizing that there are things around you that you can't control. And the focus is not to focus on those things, not to placate, is that the word I want? To play into those energies, because what's the point? It's not something that's fully grounded in your life, so you don't have to deal with it. This is like going to work and having a boss you don't like or a coworker you don't like. You can just not talk to that person. You can just ignore them, to say the least. They don't make a decision on whether or not you get a paycheck. It's more of that kind of thing. So I see you just moving forward on that sort of grit, that focus. The determination is, am I okay? That's the focus. The focus I see is, am I okay? Are things good on my end? And they are. So there's no need, I feel like, for you to get involved in anything like that. Yeah. It's knowing the difference between ego, and sometimes your ego gets bruised and you want to like jump out. You want to say something, you want to defend yourself, but it's like, how is that going to help me? Why can't I let that go? Is that just me feeling like, and I'm not gonna say that. Is it just me feeling like, not control, it's just sometimes we have this idea of how things should be because there's a particular structure, and sometimes that structure doesn't stay that way. Things don't always stay by the book. So it's like when things are not by the book, when things are off kilter, why is it that I can't handle it? Why is it that I get so emotional about it? It's like you're reining that in and focusing on what is important, and not just your ego or your feelings about something, like, I know people hate saying this, but like not being butthurt about things. So, Yeah, I especially with the Fool in reverse, this is like reckless childish behavior. You're paying attention to how lashing out or getting yourself involved in that energy keeps you trapped in a situation that you can't grow out of. So it's like you're just going to keep going through that revolving door of the same issues and the same feelings, and it just gets worse and worse. You're sadder and sadder and madder and madder, and you're like, I don't want to be like that. And again, thinking of the bigger picture. So that's why pick your it's like wisdom. So you're picking up on that for yourself. And I love this because this opens up a new alleyway for you, right? It's not that you didn't see it before. It's just that it kind of like opens that door, you know, because you're happy, you're more excited, you're letting things go. It's kind of like a breath of fresh air is what I say it would feel like. Okay. There's something in here about finances. Hold on. Be careful of how you're spending money. I see you focusing on making some sort of purchase or doing something because you feel like you don't want to miss it, like a deal, an event. Um, it's not the best financial decision for you. So I will say this, if you choose to do it because you only live once, and I understand when people do things like this, that there will be some financial kickback for that, meaning you'll have to make that up later. Okay. So I see a little bit of worry surrounding you spending money like that. Yeah, I see you regretting it later, not at the moment. Okay. All right. Let's see what we see coming in for you. A new beginning on how you look at things, just feeling more light, feeling more happy, feeling more emotionally connected to things um, than you were before. Yeah, it's some you felt like you were missing something emotionally. Maybe you were sad or angry or like had this underlying kind of negative emotion. I feel that lightening up for you at the beginning of November. Yeah, this is like a worry of perfection, wanting everything to be not even perfect, but comfortable, happy, being happy to like go to your job every day, and not feeling that way and sort of being trapped in that cycle of why that isn't happening. But then realizing like there are some things that you can't control. And I feel like this is one of those things, Leo, that you can't really control. So you're learning how to like adapt. There we go. Learning how to adapt to this type of situation. Okay. Yeah. So I will say this, wounded healer and music. I'm gonna pull another one too, but I need to stop here for a second. This is saying that the problems don't go away. They're not gonna magically disappear, but you're learning how to deal with them. You're learning how to flow with the energy and what's going on from day to day. It's a lot easier in November because something new is coming. So I will say this. It's almost like you get a gift for taking this step, for taking this leap of faith. You get a gift, and it's a new beginning. It's happiness. It's a bright new future. It's openness to new experiences, whatever you really want it to be. But it's like it lifts up your energy and lifts up your spirit. So good job on that. Okay. I love you, Leo, and I'll see you later. Okay. Bye bye.